Friday, folks. Some of you may actually not have a job and not have shit to do, but some of us, most of us who live in this reality, have a job and just got off that job possibly, and hopefully don't have anything else to do for the rest of the day. So let's just get into it here. Look what we got. Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, give me a second, folks. Give me a second. We may need to reload here. Just make sure we're straight. Oh Lord, see, they messed up my song. We're gonna go time traveling here, folks. We're doing what we do every day. Oh my God, assholes. Anyway, I don't know who I'm talking about. Let's just keep the good vibes going, folks. Oh, come on, come on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's see if we can get it going this time. Okay. time machine tonight, baby. Kind of awesome there. All right, good vibes going. Right, folks, it's Friday. Let's relax. Let's get into the weekend. So, without further ado, got a strict schedule to keep. Somewhat strict, You know how we do it here. YouTube creators, but we're gonna keep on a better schedule here, folks. So, I guess it's time for the podcast to relax and let's just get through some announcements. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do some more talking about what we're gonna do. Oops. Okay. Anyway, forget it. But anyway. Folks, just so you know, update for those people who watch this podcast. Anyway. For those people, the show is under construction, working some things out. So we're gonna make some adjustments and try to do some exciting things with this now. And also with the dark deals, we're gonna try to do some exciting things with that too. I think that sort of thing needs some more visual aid. We're digging back in history, even back to a history, well, briefly back to a history that I had very little information about, except for documentaries that'll come up over time. And then, wow, geez, the sun is darkening here. Whoa. Let's adjust. Jeez, okay. Let's get some better lighting in here, folks. Alrighty, better lighting. But as I was saying, with the Sugar Hill Gang, a little bit beyond me, but through documentaries and information, we've been able to find some information here. So there's been some things uncovered, some things widely debated over time. So we're going to get into it. We're going to get into that through dark deals, and then we're going to get into some more recent stuff. Like I have very little knowledge as I was coming up with Def Jam and the beginnings of Def Jam and what was happening with Def Jam and possibly the evolution of Def Jam. We'll have to get back. It'll sort of be a coming around thing, But anyway, back to this particular point in time. Let's see. Anything else that we can... Well, since we're having a podcast and one thing could bring on the munchies. So I had fun with that last time. So why don't we do a little media buffet? Mainframe media buffet, that is. Okay, let's see. Oh, well, folks, not sure if you know this or not, but apparently Trump has backed off of the strikes on Iran. Okay. Let's see. See if we can check some other things out here that might be interesting. We got the Stranger Things final trailer. By the way, Stranger Things coming out in early July. I believe right on July the 4th. July 4th, July 5th, somewhere around there. But early July, you'll be able to see the new season of Stranger Things. What direction will it take? Will we get some answers? Will we get some more answers to exactly what's happening here? How this thing started, how this thing might end. Will this be the end? Who knows? It's been my experience that when questions start to get answered more and more, that starts to spell the end of the particular series or trilogy, as it were. So let's see. Missouri rejects license for last abortion clinic in the state, by the way. By the way, folks, oil refinery explosions in Philadelphia. Okay, Also, I've heard set off a series of other explosions. Well, one major explosion set off a series of explosions after that. Well, well, for those entertainment folks that are, you know, I sort of do my TMZ thing every once in a while. So Cardi B has been indicted apparently after a strip club fight. Maybe that was the brawl that they were talking about here. Wow, folks, do anything for clout? I don't know. So let's see. So, see. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here on Google. Actually, let me try it this way because my Chromebook just seems to be real lame when it comes to bringing up some stuff immediately. So let's see. Google on my cell phone is a bit better. So okay, let's see what we got. Oh boy, okay. For some reason, DJ Vlad is posting up a video from KRS-One from 2015 where he says real men, apparently where he basically expounds on how real men don't exist in mainstream hip hop, or as I like to call it, rap music, mainstream rap. But see, that's the thing. I'm not gonna call it mainstream rap because okay, it's rap and then there's hip hop. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, Google is killing YouTube's Hangouts on air this year. Let's check that one out. That one is very interesting for a lot of people out here who happen to still do Hangouts on air. I used to do that a few years ago. A lot of people, a lot of interesting people that I did shows with. Um, Again, folks, I mean, I dig what I do here. I dig this is part of multimedia. The part that I'm starting to embrace more and more. This wasn't my dream. My dream, of course, was digital magazine, well, magazines in general, being a journalist. That's my dream. So, this multimedia is becoming more of a love I'm taking up. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. I'm really enjoying taking the chances. So, doing things like this, maybe I should put an age restriction on this. Maybe I don't know, man. But anyway, another day, another dead or dying Google product. This time, Google has decided to shut down Hangouts on Air, a fairly popular service for broadcasting a group video call live over the internet. Notices saying the service is going away later this year have started to pop up for users when they start a Hangout on Air. Hangouts on Air, by the way, is a totally different and unrelated service from Google Hangouts, which is also shutting down sometime in the future. Basically, folks, if you have Google Hangouts, yeah, I mean, right now you're able to, talk to people, even do some video calls. But as of right now, Google Plus, goddamn, it's just the following the people who added Mainframe Magazine into their circles. I mean, all that work gone, just evaporated. I mean, this is social media, folks. This is what it is. By the way, speaking of social media and things like that, I'm telling you, people will find a way to jump and capitalize on anything. Motel 6. I've been hearing radio ads from Motel 6 where they clown social media influencers and the Fire Festival all at the same time. They clown them. But they talk about social media influencers and people who influence a lot of people to do something. Like those who influence people to go, what I'm saying, influence people for, cheese sandwiches and storm shelters on a beach. I'm like, wow, that's the way to look. Look, instead of having social media influencers tell you about something that's a bunch of bullshit, once you come to Motel 6 where you actually get nice rooms and things like that, I'm not sure what the Yelp reviews are. That might be something to take a look at some point in time to see what the reviews are these days on. As a matter of fact, I think when we get done with this particular article, we just may check the Motel 6 reviews these days. See how people are digging that. Anyway, Hangouts on Air was popular with podcasters since it was a super easy way to get a group of people together on video and have the conversation broadcasted live. It was absolutely fun. I mean, see, again, it wasn't. You see, it's not really. This is something that I sort of clicked into. It just sort of kind of stumbled into as part of multimedia. This has become a now a more viable form of media. I didn't think it that way initially. I definitely didn't put it in the same. I definitely put it in the same level, on the same level as I would have, you know, even blogs, because at least you have to put some work into. At least I felt like at that time you had to put some work into, you're typing information, you're researching, you're doing things like that. But even with these hangouts on air and doing these podcasts and things like that, you're still doing work. If you put the work in, you're still doing the work, you're still doing the research, you're still doing what you got to do. So I don't think I think I think I have more of a respect for it now than I used to. So let's just keep this going real quick. I apologize, folks. Hangouts on Air started life on Google Plus and transitioned to a part of YouTube in 2016, where live group video conversations could be created in the YouTube interface and then recorded as a video for your YouTube channel. The service had great features like chat, screen share, and an automatic camera system that would switch to the person that was talking, making it perfect for easy podcast videos. With Hangouts on Air dying, there really is no equivalent easy way to do a live stream group video chat. Google's shutdown message points people to youtube.com/webcam, but that page is only for a single person on a local webcam, not a group video chat. Rolling your own Hangouts on Air replacement would probably involve connecting multiple programs and services together. Skype can record calls but won't live stream them natively, for instance. So you need to pipe your calling software into some kind of live stream program like OBS, and from there you could hook it up to a Twitch or YouTube broadcast. That might be a normal workflow for live streaming pros, but it's a lot more complicated than just a few clicks on youtube.com done entirely in a browser. Google hasn't given an exact date for the shutdown or said if it plans to replicate group video calls through some other app. And sometimes, folks, that's it. That's just the rough news as it is right now, folks. The one thing that we could possibly appreciate, of Google right now, Hangouts on Air, even as it connected to YouTube and made that a little bit more awesome, is shutting down, folks. I mean, see, this is what we're gonna have to. Okay, I'm just saying. See, this is what a lot of the quote unquote crazies, conspiracy theorists, and things like this. When the electronics shut down, the conveniences shut down. What will you do? How will you adjust? What will you do when things are stripped down and you have to now kind of move in that respect? Just taking a moment here, but let's do this real quick. Motel 6. Let's do some reviews here. Let's see what people are thinking about Motel 6 these days. Because they have chosen to step up to at least to the failure that was fire fraud. So let's see what people think about Motel 6. Wow. Okay. Well, I believe maybe 450 people. Motel 6 in Newport News. 450 people may have weighed in on this three. Okay, they call it a 2-star hotel. The average was about 3 stars, but they're considering the Motel 6 in Suffolk a 2-star. Well, they consider most of them 2-star, but they seem to average out about 3.1 stars. At this particular point, let's see. Motel 6. Wow. I don't know, folks. I'm looking at this. Now, I understand that for the extreme and massive disappointment that the Fire Festival delivered, I'm certainly not looking at this and saying, wow, this will be much better than what they were offering. I mean, well, I don't know, $126 a night. I mean, you get all of that, but they were talking about luxury, little domes and spaces and all types of comfort and couches on the inside, right there on the. I mean, oh my God, it's just they promised so much, along with these major performances. I mean, this is just a lot to think on, folks. I mean, I'm just saying, but yet and still, although now about 1,000, let's see, about 1,068 people rated on this one. Let's see. Yikes. Okay. What the guests are saying, let's check it out. Great location off Main Highway near my Verizon project. Great room, great price. No sleep as doors slammed all night long. Loud noises, children crying. Family weekend, great place, very nice staff. Let's see. Okay, well, seem like at this particular one, Joe, a couple of people seem to like Joe. Okay. Oh God. Okay. The value of this room was excellent, and normally I don't leave bad reviews on rooms that are cheap because you get what you pay for. But regardless of how much I pay, I do respect the room to be clean. There were crackers from the previous guests on the floor and visible under the AC unit, and dirty, unused bar of soap left in the shower and hair in the tub. Just makes you wonder if anything else was clean and if bedding was changed. Yikes, folks. Excuse me for a moment. Hello? Hello? Yes. Okay. You coming soon? Okay. Do apologize, folks. That is real life calling out there. Not that this isn't real life. I'm not faking or doing any particular character or anything like that. No, nothing like that. Okay, folks. I'm just saying that everyone has a different experience when it comes to, different particular locations and hotels and different things like that. You would think that they would be more uniform. You would think that, but who can say? But again, Motel 6, again, just taking a little bit of moment while we're doing a little bit of media buffet here. Just thought that they would, if they're stepping up to the fire festival, you would think that there wouldn't be any sort of misadventure such as that. At least one would think. But that's just hey, that's just me. Let's see. Let's check the next situation here. Let's check the next buffet here. One moment. By the way, folks, look up hempcrete. By the way, we got to do this every once in a while a little bit. Look up hempcrete. Look at hemp as a alternative fuel source. Look at hemp as a alternative source of making paper. I just want to, get those things out there while we're here. Let's see. Okay. Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't say that because it might look like okay. But anyway, let's just say judge rules that a special prosecutor should investigate the handling of Jussie Smollett's case. Actor Jussie Smollett could face criminal charges again if a special prosecutor decides there are reasonable grounds to believe that any other criminal offense was committed, Judge Michael Tooman decided. Okay, so a veteran Cook County judge has decided that a special prosecutor will be appointed to look at how the Jussie Smollett case was handled by state's attorney Kim Foxx, and Smollett could still face criminal charges. Wow. Okay. Well, let's see. Smollett's case in many ways was truly unique, a case that purported to have been brought and supervised by a prosecutor authorized to serve in the stead of the duly elected state's attorney, but in fact who was appointed to a fictitious office. With poetic flair, this is what we're hearing from some of the tweeters here. That the one I read before was from Megan Crepeau. Andy Grimm is now saying, with poetic flair, Judge Tooman said basically Jussie Smollett's entire prosecution, even the part where charges were dropped, was invalid because Fox said she'd recused herself before he was ever arrested and failed to ask for a special prosecutor. Let's see. Let me check out. There's a little something that he posted here. In summary, Jussie Smollett's case is truly unique upon the countless prosecutions heard in this building. A case that purported to have been brought and supervised by a prosecutor serving in the stead of our duly elected state's attorney, who in fact was appointed to a fictitious office having no legal existence. It is also a case that deviated from the statutory mandate requiring the appointment of a special prosecutor in cases where the state's attorney is recused. And finally, it's a case where, based upon similar factual scenarios, resulting dispositions and judgments have been deemed void and held for naught. Here, the ship of the state ventured from its protected harbor without the guiding hand of its captain. There was no master on the bridge to guide the ship as it floundered through uncharted waters. Okay? Sorry. Uncharted waters. And it ultimately lost its bearings. As with that ship, in the case at hand, there was no duly elected state's attorney when Jussie Smollett was arrested. There was no state's attorney when Smollett was initially charged. There was no state's attorney when Smollett's case was presented to the grand jury, nor when he was indicted. There was no state's attorney when Smollett was arraigned and entered his plea of not guilty, and there was no state's attorney in the courtroom when the proceedings were nolle processed. So now there's been an uproar, there's been an outcry of what the fuck kind of kooky shit went on in this courtroom and in this whole proceedings, to where all of a sudden it's like that the charges were dropped. And is the truth of the matter is the reason why it was sort of kind of dropped and sort of, because it's still that situation of a gay man deciding, say a gay man, even though a gay man concocted a scheme, a plot, a publicity stunt, whatever you may want to call it, the fact of the matter is that he concocted a scheme, a stunt. But I think the people are still worried and still iffy about the fact that it's a gay man that concocted the scheme and the stunt. So they're still worried, if we prosecute him or if we try, what could that look like on our end? And what could that make us look like in that outset? So now they're worried. I think they were worried and then decided, we'll just drop it and kind of just let everything just kind of move along. The people know that there was no hate crime committed, actually, but maybe they'll be okay with us not prosecuting Jussie Smollett for concocting this bullshit. So, and now they're feeling like something definitely was wrong, something definitely happened that shouldn't have happened, and now they're taking it back, folks. So let me just check here, folks. I have to be honest with you. I want to say this because I know I spoke about movies before. And, there's this one called Evil Bong. I just, it's shit like that. I just don't know if you can really count that type of, dribble as, it's funny, it's whacked out, but can you really look at that as like a weed movie? Like when if it's 420 or if you're just smoking with your peoples, are you really wanting to put on something called Evil Bong? Maybe once, maybe just something on a goof for shits and giggles. Maybe you'll put it on. Maybe. But I'm just saying, I guess was it worth mentioning? Maybe. Not so much worth that I would expound on it anymore. I haven't had much interest myself to even really know what the premise of the Evil Bong is about. But let's see, any other weed movies that I can think of? You know what? It's media. Let's just see here. We're doing some media buffet here, so let's find the remote. And let's get to. Oops! Wow, folks, you caught a handful there, maybe even two. Anyway, let's get over here. Let's see what we got over here. Okay, speaking about maybe something that might be seen like a weed movie, maybe oh, pardon me a moment, folks. I do apologize. Life calls again. Damn it. Oopsie. I do apologize, folks. Yikes. Oops. I kept you guys on way too long. Hey, sorry about that, T. Um, I basically, excuse me, I basically had to be here because Tammy didn't bring her key. So it was almost serendipitous that I was here, or else they would have been, you know what I'm saying, they would have had issues. So with that situation concluded, I'll be getting on my way to you. You know, hopefully sooner, but I'll be getting on my way. All right. Oh, folks, I do apologize about that. I really do. I mean, getting the kids back in the house, you're seeing the life unfold at this point, and the balance that we have to strike, folks. This is the balance that we have to strike sometimes, and I certainly do apologize. Maybe I'll edit this out. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. I just, yeah, I don't know. But folks, I did have fun while it lasted. There'll be more fun coming. I will be doing a Night Owl Lounge tonight on Delinquent Studios, of course. I'll be doing that there. Um, let's see. I'll also be trying to work on constructing another episode of the Cooper Matrix. We have to, of course, get into another. I believe now that we still have a little overlay of chapter one, and then we have to get into chapter two after that point, and we'll try to be as efficient as we can. I don't think we should read every single page. Maybe that's the adjustment, but you know, let's just see here. Is there anything else to say? Um, Stay woke, stay wary, folks. We will keep this going. We will vary up the way we make sandwiches here. We will vary it up. We will take chances. We won't be worried about the gear acquisition syndrome. I've done some things and I'll do some better things. And you know, it's like weird. I have the better camera here, but this Chromebook can't accommodate the can't accommodate the OBS, even the OBS software that I have. I don't think it can even accommodate that. And it certainly can accommodate the other podcast software, but my other thing could. So we're going to be doing some different things and taking some different chances. And, you know, it's the first time I've done this. I'm sorry for the long dead air. I hope that didn't piss you off too much. Um, it will be better. I should have just came back into the show, but I got so wrapped up in things, folks. I do apologize. But hopefully, folks, you did enjoy the good and earnest 30 or so, 40 minutes that I gave and the information, the content that we put out and things like that. Maybe the next follow up to the podcast, maybe I might want to see what happened to Masai Ujiri. There seemed to be not a whole lot coming up with that, but I don't know. Let me get my phone real quick. Maybe we can find out. Okay, anyway, that girl looking at Netflix film The Kissing Booth. That girl, Joey. A girl by the name of Joey that was in the act. She's a okay. Okay, let's see what's going on here real quick. Let's see if we can get some follow up here. Oh, Okay, folks, I told you. Uh-oh. Alameda County Sheriff's Office said, oh, excuse me, sheriffs admit Raptors exec Masai Ujiri showed ID before Oracle Arena incident. Let's just say that 3 eyewitnesses told the Globe and Mail that Ujiri did not strike a sheriff's deputy in the face as alleged. Sheriffs admit Raptors exec Masai Ujiri showed ID before Oracle Arena incident originally appeared on NBCSportsBayArena.com. The Alameda County Sheriff's Office admitted that Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, showed his NBA identification before an alleged altercation with the sheriff's deputy last week at Oracle Arena. The sheriff's office told the Globe and Mail on Wednesday that Ujiri informed the deputy that he was the Raptors president and then presented the ID, but he did not have the necessary credentials to get onto the court after his team beat the Warriors to clinch its first championship in Game 6 of the NBA Finals last Thursday. Officials allege that Ujiri pushed and struck the deputy in the face after he refused to let the executive on the court, and an attorney hired to represent the deputy told multiple outlets earlier this week that his client had a concussion and a serious jaw injury. Sergeant Ray Kelly, a spokesperson for the sheriff's office, told the Globe that security footage from Oracle Arena showed Ujiri hitting the deputy with two fists, one that struck the officer underneath the jaw on the left side of his face. 3 eyewitnesses, whom the Globe said were sitting within 10 feet of the altercation, disputed that account. From what I saw, it was just shoving. Lucas Abrincia, I do apologize. Lucas Abrinica said, age 20, said there were no punches thrown or anything like that. Ben Baller, 46, told the Globe that Ujiri identified himself with a credential which Kelly said was not the right one to get the executive on the court. Baller told the paper that others in the arena started shouting Ujiri's position, but the deputy pushed him and shook his head no. Greg Weiner, 61, said Ujiri brushed away the deputy's arm after he blocked his path to the court. Then the deputy got a little bit more aggressive, pushing Ujiri first. That's when Mr. Ujiri pushed the deputy hard, Weiner said. Kelly told the Globe that the deputy pushed Ujiri first, but the executive pushed with greater force. 2 of the witnesses who spoke to the Globe said the deputy appeared to be uninjured, but Kelly claimed the officer was diagnosed with a concussion after going to a hospital later that night. KPIX TV reported Monday that Alameda County Sheriff Greg Ahern personally reviewed the deputy's body cam footage as well as that of Oracle security cameras. He told the outlet that he will recommend the district attorney charge Ujiri with a misdemeanor battery of an officer. The Raptors did not comment on the Globe story, but said in a statement to NBC Sports Washington last week that the encounter is being looked at and we are cooperating with authorities. We look forward to resolving the situation. Well, folks, might be some stuff here, but I hope the long wait has. You'll see that maybe there's a little nugget there at the end, sort of like a superhero movie these days. Sort of a long thing, long kind of, kind of a weird ending, but then there's a little nugget toward the end there, a little golden. Hey, sorry, folks. Again, I apologize. I don't want to end this because, hey, folks, it is what it is. I don't want to edit things like that because it just seems a little pretentious to go editing stuff like this. And I don't want you to see that I made a mistake, folks. I apologize. Hopefully you can enjoy some of it. And, I made a mistake. Apologize. But I'll check you real soon. Stay woke. Stay wary, folks.